Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here, back for another Oracle card deck review in full flip through. This is the Work Your Light Oracle deck created by Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Noel. So I was going to do a comparison with the Work Your Light and the Starseed Oracle, which are by the same creators. But I just decided to do an updated version of the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And what I mean by updated is that I think I did like a mini review type of thing when I first got it about years ago. I don't know how many years ago, but however long the deck has been out, that's basically how long I've had it. But anyway, in that video, the quality wasn't good, and the pictures you couldn't really see too good. So that is why I'm going ahead and redoing it. I also did not flip over all the cards, I don't think. But yeah. So this is, again, the Work Your Light Oracle. So my words have kind of faded off. It's going to be, it would be gold. So let's open it and see what we get here. So in the inside of the box, we have this beautiful message that says, "You are the Oracle." And we have this little symbol up there. And let's get into the guidebook first and foremost. So, like I said, this would be gold. It's still gold here, but it's very faded. It's because of how I had it stored, so that is why. But this is the color that it would be if it wasn't like that. So the guidebook is okay. Okay, so the table of contents are not your ordinary contents for an ordinary oracle deck. For the table of contents here, the cards are in suits, so they're not in alphabetical order or anything. So there's the suit 1, which is the confirmation card. Suit 2, which is inquiry cards. Suit 3 is action cards. Suit 4 is the activation cards. And suit 5 is transmission cards. Then, of course, you have the Become a Work Your Light Oracle card reader, about the artist, about the author. The author, I must say, or the illustrator, does amazing artwork. She illustrated the Starseed Oracle, which is absolutely stunning. And she also did the, I think that's her deck completely on her own. I'm not sure. I would say the Moon Child Tarot or something like that. I wanted it, but you cannot find it anywhere. At least I couldn't. But if anybody knows where that deck may be, and you can find it for an affordable price, please let me know, because I would love to have that. But yeah, so I would definitely go ahead and tell you, if you're not a fan of pastel colors, blues, pinks, things like that, you're probably not going to feel very connected to Work Your Light Oracle or any of the decks that Danielle Noel has illustrated. So keep that in mind. That includes the not the Star Child Tarot, but I think that's what it's called. It's either called Moon Child or Star Child. It may even be two different decks. I'm not sure, but we're getting off topic. But anyway, we have Welcome to the Work Your Light Oracle. I'm just going to read just a little bit of that. It says, "There is a field of consciousness where all wisdom resides, a field where all the answers to all of the questions that you could possibly fathom live, a field where past, present, and future exist simultaneously, where the wisdom of the heavens and earth calls you by name, where what you are seeking is also seeking you, a field where all soul contracts history and guidance whisper eternal, a field where the book of your soul is open for you to flick through." The Work Your Light Oracle was created to help you connect with this wisdom, to hear the whispers of your soul, to tap into this collective field, to assess and increase your psychic senses, to bring your life into alignment, to surrender back to the rhythm of the universe. If you want a six-pack, you need to work out your abs. The same goes for your soul if you want to hear the whispers clearly. So that's just, summary of why the Oracle deck was created, what it's meant to do, the purpose that it fulfills, basically. So, and it goes into You Are the Oracle. which is what I say for any deck. You are ultimately the oracle. Don't let the oracle become you. You become the oracle, if that makes sense. So, again, they're in suits. So it talks about the different suits. There's 5 different suits here. It teaches you how to read for other people. This is a great section for beginners. I don't think it's necessarily necessary, but you know, it could be helpful to those that are just now getting started, especially with this type of realm. But she also has a prayer. My prayer is that these cards be used as a vehicle for all who come into contact with them to have a deep experience of their unique soul. We have Work Your Light Oracle Attunement, Oracle Sacred Soul Space, Work Your Light Oracle card spreads. We have an Instant Guidance 1-card spread, Soul Callings 2-card spread, Holy Trinity 3-card spread. I've never used any of these spreads that I can think of. Decision Maker spread, which is 3 cards, and then an 11-card spread, which is the Cosmic Cross. And then we have, looks like another 11-card spread, or this is just the finishing pieces to that one, rather. So, suit 1 confirmation card. So, in here, you have a black and white reproduction of the card, of course. You have the name of the card here, what the card says, and then further meaning down below it. Now, with this yes card, this is one of my favorites because, as you can see, all it says is yes. There's no need to try to get further confirmation on what that is. This is just saying you to go for something. This is telling you that something is right for you. You're on the right path. Accept an offer. Say yes to something. Or if you have a question and this comes up, that is your answer. There's also a no card in here as well, but I don't think she puts no like this, like that. But yeah. And then we have a Work Your Light. I think it's supposed to be an action step, and it says don't overthink it. Just say yes. And there's a Work Your Light message for each card. It goes on like that for the rest of the book. And then, of course, at the back, you have information about Danielle Noel and Rebecca Campbell. And it should be in the inside of the book as well. It is. So, yeah. And we have, it looks like, it is 122 pages, and there's websites to get more information about these decks and other products and things that Rebecca Campbell may do. So yeah, that is the guidebook. Okay, so we spent a good little time on the guidebook, but yeah. So it's very useful, definitely. So it isn't tarot, but, you know, there are suits in here. Okay, so the other half of the box also has You Are the Oracle, and I just think that that is, like, the best thing ever. But, okay, so this is the back of the card. So I do love the backs. Most of the time, the backs are the most attractive thing to me for a card. Because when you're shuffling, you're going to be looking at the back of a card. So you might as well look at something pleasant. So, anyway. I know my cards are not in order because I've used them. And it's been a long time since I've used them. So there's no telling what card you can expect to come up. But, so there is the back. It is kind of a matte finish texture. At least to me. If you're familiar with the Sacred Travelers Oracle deck by Denise Lynn, it kind of has that feel to it, especially when you're shuffling. It can be, especially if you're not used to shuffling cards, a little bit hard to shuffle, but they're not bad. I've gotten used to them, so they're pretty good for me. But cardstock is actually pretty great. It's thick, but because of it being thick, it is, like I said, a little more difficult to handle, a little more difficult to shuffle. So let's get into the cards. So here we have Warrior Woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? So some of them have questions, and I believe the guidebook, we didn't get to that, but I believe the guidebook also has a question for all of the cards, if not most of them. It asks you to ask yourself a question. And it says, this one says Warrior Woman. You can easily see this as the Ace of Swords. Like if we were in a tarot deck. We're not in a tarot deck, but say that this was somehow a tarot deck. You would, I mean, I would take that. That is a perfect image for um, the Queen of Swords there. But we have Trust Your Path. And this one says, I knew you would be, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So yeah, most of them have questions. And then again, in the guidebook, I think most, if not all of them, says they give you a certain question to ask yourself, if I'm not mistaken. So we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? We have no, wait, postpone, pause, just say no. So this is another favorite thing of mine in this deck. There is a no card in here. Yes, it's soft colors, but even though this is a no card, you ask a question and you get this no, I feel like it's still going to spark something in you. It's going to make you come up with different ideas on how to move forward from something that may not be right for you. So, and this is also, it's funny that this came up right after the boundaries card, because no, saying no, sometimes this is about boundaries. Saying no to someone, or no to an offer, or just no in general, but knowing that no is a complete sentence basically. So fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. The initiation. I don't use these cards often, but I am going to start to try to use them more. They are very beautiful cards. It is a very well connected deck that helps me, and it is very interesting, and it does take me somewhere where most cards don't. However, if you're a big card collector, you know it doesn't matter how good the decks are. You just don't have time to work with all of them. So this is why I don't work with this much, but I am bringing it back out. So yeah, let's see where it would lead us, shall we? Inner Temple. We have the Age of Light, which is you've been training for this for a lifetime or for lifetimes. We have you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. I do have a reading using these cards on my Etsy shop and website if anybody's interested. It's always been there for a while. So it goes into archangels. It talks about what archangels can assist you with these different messages. And I'm also using the Archangel Oracle deck created by Doreen Virtue in unison with this one to convey that reading. So if you're interested, just visit my website and Etsy shop or comment down below and I will send you the link to that. But we have Mentakin. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So if it weren't for some of these little words down here or phrases and sentences, some of the key words would catch you off guard and you probably would need to go into the guidebook. But because they're already on the card, there is no need for you to do that. And I forgot to show you guys the edges. They're not gilded or anything, but yeah. So we have yes, just say yes. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Starseed. I've already done a review and full flip through of, well, it's more so an unboxing rather than a review. But if you'd like to see those cards, I think I'll link that down below. So we have Transformation. Pillar of Light. Play. That's one of my favorite cards. She's kind of sitting in a glass of, could be a martini, could be maybe even champagne or something. But Star Mother. Soul Family. Calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. This is kind of like a self-care deck for you personally. It's not necessarily where you just only have to read other people for it. Well, that's for any deck, but this in particular, definitely don't just use it for other people. This is a deck for you, like to help you connect so that you can connect better with those around you and just yourself in general, how to nurture yourself and your abilities. So leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So that's kind of like the Fool. So some of these you can transfer to tarot decks. You have Don't Dim to Fit In. Trust the Nigel. Amrama. The Great Gathering. Break the Chain. Pleiades. Double Mission. Channeling and Uplifting Humanity. Awakening. Align Your Life. Protection. Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, Seeding the Light, Laying Foundations, Divine Plan. So there is a Jesus card in here that does not offend me, but I know it may offend other people. So if that is an issue for you, I think this is the only card that does that. But if it is an issue for you, you can either take the card out or simply stay away from it completely. But again, I feel like a lot of people miss out on good decks just because there's one or two words that maybe they don't agree with. I think that you know, I just want to see these decks being used, and I love these decks. They're just awesome, and I feel like people kind of miss out on them for the wrong reasons. So, everybody's entitled to their opinion and their feelings and beliefs, but definitely, look beyond a word. Change it into something that you do believe in. Don't let just one card or one word rub you the wrong way. So we have Take a Break, Council of Lights, The Ever Unfolding Rose, Lemuria, Creating Heaven on Earth is Happening, Priestess, Answer the Call, Share Your Voice, Dance, Do Something to Shift Your Vibration, Birthing a New Age, Mirror Who or What is Triggering You, and then we have Keeper of the Earth, You Are Not Alone, Ancient Ancestors Stand Beside You. And again, there is the back. So there you have it, guys. The Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell with artwork by Danielle Noel. I feel that it is a must-have in your collection, even if you are not doing anything with it. It's just wonderful to have with you. I do feel like it possesses energy, even if it's just sitting there. So I would like for people to use it, but I do feel energy being transpired from it just by you having it. But anyway, guys, that is my review for Flip Through. I wish you love and light and hope that you have enjoyed this video. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see me do next. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love and light.